Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to my first blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. We're just about ready to get started with Chapter 7 of the game, but before we do, I want to spend some time picking up the side quests and affinity missions that are scattered all around New LA. If I go to my map real quick, you can see from all the icons we have literally a ton of missions to accept, so I figure we'll just sort of work our way methodically one by one. It seems to me that doing a lot of these affinity missions are going to unlock new characters to join our party, so I feel like it's really important to prioritize those. There's one right here at the eastern gate of New LA called the Mad Monk, which sounds pretty cool to me, and I don't think we've met any Mad Monks so far, which makes me think this might be one of those missions that'll give us a new friend. So let's walk right up to it here. Affinity mission, the Mad Monk. Oh, hang on. Progress requirements not met. Ah, I see. We need to accept backup request basic mission before we can accept that. Well, that's fine. If it's a basic mission, that means it should be over here at the mission board. Let's take a look. Mission control. Backup request? Okay, here it is. So it's posted by a client named Bose. I seek warriors who will come tyrant hunting with me. Release yourself to this. Katsu! Very, very random, but alright. Tyrant hunting, hey? I mean, that's one way to start your day, is to go hunting tyrants with, someone who can be described as a mad monk. I guess that's who we're gonna be meeting here? Let's check it out. Alright, the Mad Monk. Let's get started.
Are you the one they paired me with? You have the look at least. But what about inside? Does your heart burn with a flame hot enough to forge a true blade?
That's a really dramatic question to ask someone you just met. I'll just squint my eyes and nod.
Yes. Your eyes tell 1,000 tales that no words can match. Finally, the fates have delivered to me a partner worthy of my trust. Forgive me. I am Bose Lowe's, proud member of the Harriers. I will be a partner on this job. But please, call me sensei.
Oh.
Do you know this term?
I
it's what
do.
some Eastern cultures used to call teachers and wise men back on Earth.
Yeah, so, I know what sensei means, and I think it's pretty presumptuous of you to meet me and immediately ask to, be called sensei. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just gonna ignore Bose's prattle and direct him back to the mission.
Very well. I have the brief right here. A few days ago, a group of blades left the city to hunt some indigents. And they've not been heard from since. Our job is to track them down. If we also happen to take care of the indigents along the way, so much the better. Rest easy, my friend. Sensei will show you what it means to be a true Harrier. The day is young, and victory is in the air. We ride!
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this Bose guy. Sort of a mixed bag of first impressions. Regardless, our mission is pretty standard fare for us. We need to search for the missing blades with Bose, and presumably take down any indigents we see along the way as well. Alright, so we actually completed that basic mission by accepting Bose's request, and now we can move on with the affinity mission. So, presumably, we need to add Bose to our party. So let's remove, I don't know, let's see what his class is. He's a partisan eagle. Okay, so he's like a ranged type character. As much as I'm hesitant to take Neil Nail out of our party, as she's probably my favorite character right now, I think we do need to take her out so we can put Bose in, and then we can take someone with us who is a tank like L, the shield trooper. Alright, with our party assembled, we can head out for this affinity mission. It is really far away. The quest marker says it's over 8,000 meters away, so there's no way we're going to be walking there on foot. Let's zoom out and see if we can fast travel. Looks like it's up deep into Noctilum. Very interesting. It's over here, sort of in the middle of nowhere, actually. I'm wondering if it's best to fast travel here, or if it's best to fast travel here. Let's try here and see how it all plays out. Okay, I'm pretty close here now according to my map. It's a beautiful night in Noctilum. Look at that view. But it appears that the quest marker is either on top of this mountain or underneath the mountain. I'm gonna hope that it's underneath, because I'm gonna jump right off this cliff. Luckily, no fall damage, so we're a-okay. And before we actually see if we can get inside this cliff face here, I do actually see a data probe spot right over here, so we'll go give that a look. Looks like this water is poison, you know, like everything in Noctilum, it's trying to kill me. Let's pick up FN Site 209 first. Perfect. Alright, now let's see if there's a way inside this mountain. It looks like over here might be what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is it. Okay, this must be where the missing blades were last seen. Lots of bugs hanging out at the entrance. Luckily, they're all only level 9, so no real problems. If the Blade Squad got taken out by a bunch of level 9 bugs, I think they need more training before they go back in the field. But I've got a feeling there might be something even worse lurking in this cavern. In the Vitriol Cesspool. Wow, what a name.
Not bad, newcomer. Your skills are matched only by your impressive guts. Huh? A Xeno?
Oh no, a Manon! What are you doing here?
You all are humans, right? But please help me, okay? I ran into trouble and hurt myself. My legs don't really work right now, you know? So if any creatures show up, I'm a goner.
That's a real shame. But I fear our own people must come before you. I'll not waste precious time on a Xeno.
What the heck?
What? Please wait, okay? Aren't Manon and humans friends?
Friends. Humans have no Xeno friends. Humans need no Xeno friends. Come, let us tarry with this degenerate beast no longer.
Fantastic. Looks like Bose is a racist. The more I learn about Bose, the more I do not like this guy. I don't know what you're gonna do, Bose. You can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna stay and help this poor man on.
Fine, but make it fast. And know that while I think this is folly, arguing would just waste more precious time.
Oh, really? Well, there should be some Monaria flowers growing nearby, you know? Can you maybe bring me some? I should be able to use them with the healing device I built to get my legs working again. Please find me those Monaria flowers, alright?
A healing device? That's pretty cool. Interesting that it's fueled by flowers, but hey, that is interesting tech. Luckily, I think we already have the flowers that Jajeba needs, so let's give them over.
Any luck? Did you find the Monaria flowers?
Sure did. They are a beautiful blue flower, and their description says no amount of plucking will stop this flower's petals from sprouting right back. It is said that eating it bestows similar effects, making it popular with the elderly. Interesting. Okay, so I can see how you would maybe use these as fuel for a healing machine. It all kind of makes sense now. They've got some interesting properties.
He should fix my legs up. I hope. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this, okay? And I promise to pay you back.
You can pay us back by slamming shut that gob of yours and getting out of here. We too must leave. Blades await us further in, and we've wasted more than enough time here.
Well, I'm glad we were able to help poor Jajeba. Are you gonna get out of here now? I'm rebuilding the muscle tissue now with that homemade medical device, okay? Shouldn't be long until I'm back on my feet. As soon as I'm better, I can repay you properly, alright? No need, I'm just happy that you're doing better. Now, I may not like Bose, but he is right that we need to get moving inside this cave. Unfortunately, the bugs further in the cave are much stronger than the ones at the entrance, so it makes a lot more sense now, maybe why the blades went missing. Wow, oh my god, okay, there's a bit of an underground lake in here with some giant fish. It doesn't look like the cave has been totally abandoned though, because someone has set up these lanterns. I don't know if that was our blade team or some native Xenos who live around here. Regardless, it looks like the blades are on the other side of this lake that I can only assume is poisonous because, you know, we're in Noctilum, and everything in Noctilum is trying to kill me. So I think what we're gonna have to do is play a little leapfrog. There are some, like, stones, I guess you'd call them, in the lake. Yeah, the lake is poisoned, so if we can go sort of from stone to stone, it might be alright. Okay, so we'll go from here to, I guess, over there to the next lantern. If I jumped off over there, it would have saved me a little bit of swimming, but it's fine. Swim, swim, swim! Being a blade is never a dull moment, huh? One point, you're picking flowers, the next, you're swimming through a poison lake. It's really something for everyone. Now, there are a lot of really high-level bugs here that we would have absolutely no shot of taking on. That thing right there is clearly a camouflaged bug, so we're giving that a wide berth. Our friends, according to the quest marker, look to be up on that other ledge, so hang on, I need to actually backtrack. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of climbing here. There we are. Alright, now, unfortunately, there's even more high-level bugs here. Again, give them a wide berth. They don't seem to have the best eyesight, so if you can kind of give them a couple meters of grace, they don't seem to see you. Alright, I see humans! Reggie, are you okay?
Wait! Don't eat me! I taste terrible! Oh, please let this all be some kind of bad dream. Huh? Did you come here to save me?
Look, it's all gonna be okay.
Oh, thank you. Those things ate everyone else, and I was sure I was next.
So you ran off in a blind panic? What happened to centering yourself, Reggie?
Sensei, what are you doing here? You were off on a mission.
You think some patrol job is more important than coming to my students' rescue? I secured powerful backup and came running. Now get a grip, son.
Right. Thank you, sir.
You're in for a hell of a dressing down later. For now, let's finish this.
They weren't far behind me. Please, just kill them so we can all go back to New LA alive.
Leave it to us. We'll show these monsters what true warriors can do.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Alright, looks like the bugs decided to come meet us. Holy moly, there's so many of them. They just basically came out of nowhere. We've got the heinous blattas here. Luckily, they are all only level 14, so that's not too bad. What I was gonna say is, it's moments like that where I'm like, I'm so conflicted on how I feel about Bose. I hate that he insisted that I call him sensei. That felt so pretentious. And then I obviously hate even more how he treated the poor Manon. But it's also clear that he does care for his students. I mean, he came out here looking for that poor missing blade and was very worried about him, so I'm like, is he sincere? I don't even know. I don't know what to think of this guy. I really don't. Regardless, we'll think about all that later. We've got to get rid of these heinous blattas first. There's so many of them. This is honestly kind of bananas. There we go. It's another one. That's another one. That's another one. Okay, how many are left? 2?
I won't miss this shot. It won't. Close it and seal the deal.
Nope, there's even more. They just keep coming. Holy crap. I think they must have disturbed like a nest here, and that's why he got trapped in this cavern, because like this is an abnormal amount of bugs.
We're on a stroll.
There we go. Oh, okay. We were done for a second. We're done the first wave, and now there's a whole bunch of big bugs that are here. And perhaps most importantly, there's now a time limit. We've got just under 2 minutes to take down these bigger bugs. This is insane. I cannot believe how many bugs are in this cavern. Alright, one down. We're making good time.
Look at us. We're on a stroll.
2 down. Oh my god, they just keep coming. Is that maybe just the time limit of how long we need to hold out? At first I thought it was a counter such that we had to take down the bugs in a certain amount of time. But it looks to me like maybe we just need to hold out for this long. The reinforcements are never ending. We take down one and another one literally steps into its place. Well, we're doing good and we're taking them down basically without trouble. I mean, how long can we keep this up? Hopefully, the timer is counting down to someone coming to our rescue. That's what I gotta hope for right now. Because, oh my god, yeah, every time I'm like, alright, we're getting close. They're almost all down. Just more up here out of nowhere. I think this might be an unwinnable fight. Alright, the timer just went up. What does that mean? They're just gone? Huh? Okay, that's really weird. I understand what they were trying to do here. They were basically giving us a time limit and telling us to survive for a specified amount of time, but that doesn't make it any less jarring when all of the monsters just suddenly disappear right in front of us. I thought at the end of the time limit something would happen, like someone would come to our rescue, or I don't know what the case may be, but nope, the bugs just disappeared right in front of us, so that was a little silly, but hey, we took down so many. Hopefully enough to clear a path and get Reggie out of here.
Why do you still cower over there, son? It's finished.
Sensei, I'm sorry. I couldn't put any of what you taught me into practice. You always said never to betray my team. But I ran. I left them to die. It's over. I'm leaving Blade. I never should have joined in the first place. A coward like me will never be the sort of warrior you taught us about.
It's a fine thing to reflect on our weaknesses from time to time. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, yeah, Reggie, you'll regret quitting for the rest of your days. Everyone has off days. Sometimes you need to lean on those around you, and today, we were A-okay with doing that.
That's kind of you. But that sort of kindness usually winds up hurting people. If a guy like me keeps trying, it will only put more people in danger.
I see. Gods! You turn your comrades' deaths into an excuse to flee! Grow up and face the truth, son. You're just afraid because some monster nearly ate you alive. But look past that. Think on the future. Do we whimper and die, or do we find the life hold and reclaim what we have lost?
Sensei?
You're better than this. Now stand still so I can knock some guts into you. You can carry this weight, son.
I mean, Bose, I see what you're trying to do here, but I think Reggie's been through enough today. Can you maybe not hit him?
Huh? Sometimes a man needs a good punch. It's my responsibility to get him past this.
How many years has it been since I was a student at the academy? And yet you came all this way for me. I'm undeserving. And yet you treat me like your own family. You're an inspiration, Sensei. When you put it like that, you know I can't run away.
Damn right you can't. Now get your butt back to New LA. Train like you've never trained before, and show the Harriers what you're made of.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry to make you see that. Still, he's got a heart like a gong, that one. Strike it firm, and it rings true.
I gotta admit, Bose, I just don't know what to do with you, man. I don't think I understand you at all. One minute you act one way, the next you act another. You think hitting people is a good way to teach them. Yeah, sorry. I don't really understand you.
A shame. Hopefully my mighty cry will someday stir your soul. Well, no sense lingering here now that the job's done. Let's get moving.
Hold on, please.
Who's there?
It's me, the Manon you saved. Remember?
Ah, the Xeno. I see your legs are once again in working order.
All thanks to you, right? Which is why I brought you this.
What is it? Some kind of transmitter?
A very powerful one, yes? One click, and any spatial distortions in the area are fixed, you see?
Sounds bizarre. I have no need for such trinkets. All a blade needs is a well-honed heart and a body to house it. We humans.
Can you please just take it? Maybe call it a good luck charm or something? Right then, I'll just be going, okay?
I do not understand those Manon at all. Come, Eleonora will be waiting for our report. Stay sharp on the road home. Danger always comes just when you start to relax.
Welcome back. How was the mission?
Not half bad, thanks to the fine partner you scouted for me. With her help, we got Reggie home safe and sound.
Am I hearing things? Every other recruit I paired you with has come home in tears. They usually get a little overwhelmed from all the lectures.
I mean, I'm not gonna brag or anything. I'll just say I've learned a lot from Bose, which is true. Good and bad. We've learned a lot from him today, and I'll be the first to admit he's grown on me a little bit towards the end of this mission here.
You see? Such humility is at the heart of true Eastern philosophy. If we'd met at the academy, I could have trained you from the ground up. What a shame. But perhaps it's not too late. Why don't we keep working together? I can help make you one of the true Blade elites. Well, what say you?
We've got two options. We can either offer ourselves to Bose as his pupil, or turn Bose down in no uncertain terms. As much as I want to decline, I mean, we're on a race against the clock to save all of humanity. I think we need all the help we can get. And if I need to sort of accept that I need to call him sensei to get his help, I'm willing to do that.
Your answer pleases me. In truth, I'd have taught you anyway. This just saves me the trouble. Now, let us start again as master and pupil. I am Bose Lowe's.
I am Tallara.
Your hammer. For my fists pound any deviation straight.
Alright, that's another affinity mission complete. The Mad Monk. We completed the mission with Bose and helped both the Xenoform and Bose's former academy student. We now need to go to Blade Tower for the next affinity mission with Bose. A new character can now join our party. Bose, a veteran soldier with a service record dating back to the Coalition Army days. He went on to become a military academy instructor and trained many active blades. Bose is also deeply interested in certain facets of Eastern Earth culture. Alright, cool. That's a new party member in Bose. And now let's take a look at our other options. There's a bunch of other missions. This one's recommended level 48, so we're not going to be doing that one right now. That one's recommended level 33. That one's level 38. Up here is one we can do, recommended level 22. I just want to look around basically and see which one I think would be the best fit for us right now. Okay, this affinity mission down in the commercial district of New LA is called Meeting Yelv. It's only a recommended level 18, so we're more than qualified to take this one on. And judging by the name, I think this is one that'll introduce us to a new party member, which is sort of what I'm prioritizing at the moment. So how about we head down to the commercial district and take the affinity mission Meeting Yelv. I'm excited to meet Yelv. Alright, looks like our new affinity mission is taking us to NLA Auto Parts. There's parking in the back. There's a whole bunch of people around here. You can do anything with one of these comm devices. Even Blades use them to access Frontier Nav and manage their assignments. Yeah, they're pretty handy. It's also pretty cool to see all of our new Xeno friends around. Like you'll see here, there's a Manon getting some car repair services from a human and having a drink. You'll see them walking down the street as well. There's a whole bunch of Manon here in New LA now, which is really, really cool. But regardless, our affinity mission is here in the back corner of the repair shop. Let's accept. Meeting Yelv.
Hey, you. I've been looking for you. Come here a minute. I got something you're about to do for me.
My two options here are ridiculous because there's no way I'm going to agree to some random man bossing me around. But it's hilarious that the only other option is saying that I have to go wash my hair. I mean, I guess that's what we'll do. Sorry, sir. Really busy right now. You know, hair wash day.
Well, sure. Hey, are you trying to clown me? Now shut up and do as you're told, and this'll go easy. Here, I picked out a mission or three for you. No thanks needed. Run along and handle them. Should be a cakewalk. Real easy street.
I do not like this guy's tone. Hey, who are you to boss me around? Get lost.
You're a tough potato, aren't you? I like tough potatoes. So don't make me mash you, potato. I'll throw the details to your comm device. Get it done and get back to me. Capiche?
Okay. Well, I guess we have no choice here. We were pressed into taking on some missions by a man named Yelv. They seem like relatively straightforward tasks. Hopefully it won't take too long. So far, we've met two very interesting characters. I gotta be honest though, Yelv is making our new friend look very, very kind and compassionate because, wow, this guy is rude. Okay, so mission A is a scavenging mission. We need to gather 3 Rizatices in Primordia. Luckily, we've already done that, so that's good. The second one is a bounty mission. We need to defeat 2 young Siniculas. And then the third is another bounty mission. We need to defeat 5 metal Blattas.
Easy enough, yeah? Oh, and don't take too long, or you and me will have problems. Time to prove you ain't all show. And you better impress.
Why? Oh my god, this guy sucks so bad. I regret walking down this alley. It seems like Yelv is a blade who just picks up missions and then forces other people to complete them. Fantastic. Okay, anyway, we can turn in mission A. We gathered the required number of Rizatices. And now we can go do B and C, much to my chagrin. Alright, they should be marked on my map, so let's see. It looks like the 5 metal blottas are over here. So if we fast travel to FN Site 104, we can get up there pretty quick. Alright, we arrived just in time to see the big butt of that dinosaur. Now, I assume the monsters are on top of this cliff? Oh, that might be a problem. Or are they sort of behind the waterfall over here? Let's hope behind the waterfall, because climbing up there is going to be pretty hard. It's a beautiful day here in Biano Lake. We'll swim back here. Hopefully we can find what we're looking for. All right. This is Headwater Cavern, and I think it is actually where I was supposed to go to find the monsters we're hunting. Let's see, they should be right around here. Yep, here they are. Okay, it's these little tiny bugs. The metal blottas are level 11 bugs. Seriously, Yelv? You couldn't even take down these things? Honestly, I'm judging you at this point. I'm sure his excuse is going to be like, I was too lazy, I didn't want to do it. But seriously, it's embarrassing. Okay. We are literally doing Yelv's grunt work. Good to know. Alright, that's 2 down. 3 to go. There's 2 more right here.
All right, let's do it. Ramp up the adrenaline.
Fired up! Now weaken them! We'll put a sock on them! Stay still for it! Get it? Now weaken them!
Alright, just need 1 more. Metal blottas. Oh, gross. Where do those spiders come from? That's new. I think we're gonna have to go further into the cave to find our blottas. While we're in here, it looks like there might actually be some treasure we can find too, so we should keep an eye out for that. First, here are our bugs.
We have to take them on. Start with melee. Furious blast. Shadow strike. Yes.
All right.
Problem solved.
1 bounty mission down. We defeated the metal blottas, which means there's just 1 more to go. Alright, here's our next bounty target, the young Sinicula. These things are big. They're a bit more difficult than the other bugs we exterminated, but honestly, still not that bad. Only level 17. And luckily we only have to take on 1 at a time as well, so... We'll take down this guy, then we'll find another young Sinicula, and then we can go tell Yelv that we in fact completed his dirty work. There you have it. Mission B is complete. We just successfully defeated the young Siniculas. We'll grab the Sinicula shell that we looted from their body, and now we can actually fast travel back to New LA to meet our good friend Yelv. Oh, Yelv. Here I was so excited to meet a potential new friend and party member today, and then we got stuck with Yelv. Alright. Looks like he's hanging out by the BW salon, which is funny, actually. That makes sense why I made the excuse that I had to wash my hair, but anywho.
How them jobs I gave you coming along, superstar? Alright, alright. Looks like they're done. You have a hard time or what?
No, they were actually very easy.
Yeah? I picked nasty ones on purpose so I could test your mettle. But hey, guess you're a real big shot. Well, you pass. Congrats. As of today, you're partners with the legendary Yelv.
What?
You've been deemed worthy of tackling reclaimer missions by my side.
I
Just had to
repeat,
sniff
what?
out your skills first. Yeah, it's quite the honor. Went through a whole pile of candidates before you. Right, enough yapping. Let's say we christen this new partnership with an assignment. Next stop, mission control. Let's hope they got something fun.
Yeah, I hate this guy. Wow, and I thought Bose was pretentious. Honestly, Bose's looking like the most down-to-earth dude I've ever met at this point. Because now we've met Yelv. We have the honor of working with Yelv. Oh, great. Okay. Anyway, we need to add him to our party now. And apparently now we're heading up to Mission Control to look for another mission. Because, you know, now that we can be Yelv's sidekicks, it's only right that we assist him in some sort of mission that's going to bring him glory and fame, I'm sure, and give us nothing.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Useless, crap, lame, vicious indigent slays 3 dozen blades. Sounds fun. What else? Gather 10 straw lennies. That's kids' work. Or recover fallen fragments of the whale. Classic reclaimer gig there. Well, Pard, you getting any chuckles here?
Honestly, I like the gather mission. Let's go find some straw lennies.
You yanking my chain here, Pard? That's kids' work, baby stuff. Ugh, shove over. I'll pick. There. We're collecting white whale parts from the beach. Looks like nobody's been there yet. Just showed up on Frontier Nav and everything. Sounds like a perfect job for the new reclaimer hotshots, huh? Let's get a move on, Pard. I want to see those feet of yours fly.
I gotta be honest, it's painful just listening to Yelv talk. I don't know why, but everything about this guy I hate. I mean, I guess I do know why. He sucks. I shouldn't even need to explain myself at this point, but the thought of even doing a mission that Yelv picked, I want to be just a petulant child and be like, no, I'm gathering straw lennies because you didn't want to do it, which means I want to do it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. There are quite a few characters in the Blade organization, aren't there? They're not all like Elma, that's for sure. Alright, there's our white whale debris, and of course, it's surrounded by monsters, as expected.
Oh, hell. This place is crawling with nasty critters. You ready to go? 'Cause school is about to be in session. Time to teach these indigents who owns this little piece of Mira.
You know, we could also just hang back and observe. I mean, I could do that maybe, and you could run in head first, perhaps. I kind of like the idea of that.
The hell kind of plan is that? We see them when we're beating on them.
Ah,
He'd
yes.
never have given me some horse-plop idea like that.
Brash.
Let's get in there and say hello to the locals.
Stubborn, headstrong. I mean, it all sort of checks out with what we know of Yelv. Alright, we've got to take down 3 Hermit Insidias here now.
This one's gonna cut deep.
Luckily, we do have our overdrive, so let's get as many hits in as we can here. Nice, one down.
Seal the deal.
Yeah, been saving this one.
2 down. 3 down. Easy peasy. We did 45,000 damage during overdrive there. Yeah, that's right, Yelv. You impressed yet? Alright, here's our white whale wreckage to reclaim, and that should be mission complete.
Looks like the debris got some Earth-based animal samples in it. Not really what I'm after, though. Well, freaking great. Let's get back to New LA and report to Eleonora.
Welcome back, Yelv. How did this round of salvaging go? Find anything nice out there?
Bupkis is what we found. Give it over to the lady, Pard.
I found this tissue sample.
Earth animal genome data? The lab guys are going to have a field day. But I'm sorry, you still haven't found what you're looking for.
Spare me. I ain't looking for nothing.
Oh, sorry. Did I say something wrong? I didn't mean to. Talking with you is like walking a minefield, you know? That's why all the other reclaimers keep their distance. Which is a shame, since you're a total softie underneath.
What?
Look, we did our job, so you do yours and make with the reward already.
I don't know if I believe you there, Eleonora.
Here you go, Grumpy.
Grumpy is the word I would use to describe him, not softy. But alright, mission complete. We finished the Reclaimers mission with Yelv, but it seems like he was looking for something more. We can visit the Blaine Concourse for the next Affinity mission with him.
I swear, that chick is always getting up in my personal biz. Yeah, well. Now that we got pocket change, let's go knock back a cold one. We're gonna be working together a long time, you and me. Best to get to know each other.
Well, that's presumptuous of you. I gotta be honest though, the cold one, that was your best suggestion you've had all day. A cold one absolutely sounds good right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Cheers to the pair that's gonna change the course of Reclaimer history. You and me, Pard. You and me. We'll find every last scrap of the white whale or die trying.
Alright, Yelv has officially joined our merry little gang. Foul-mouthed and quick-tempered, Yelv isn't a conventional example of Blade's finest, though he will open his heart to those he respects. He tends to hang out in the commercial district, and similar to the protagonist, has some issues with his memories of past events. Alright, well, we've certainly met some interesting characters today, that's for sure. First, we had our grumpy sensei, now we've got our grumpy Yelv. Let's see, maybe if we can have any other missions today that involve less ornery folks. Alright, so I was taking a look on our map, and I see this one here called Foggy Dilemma, which actually has a recommended level of 14. Seeing as my party is currently level 25 across the board, it probably makes the most sense to knock this one out of the way before it gets even easier than it already is. So if we actually fast travel down to Deliverance Park, we can just head up north. I think the quest is right by the water treatment plant. So let's go check it out. This is a beautiful park here, by the way. Alright, Foggy Dilemma, is it? I wonder what's going on that makes things so foggy and categorizes things as a dilemma. Should be right here. Oh, again, progress requirements are not met. I need to accept the backup request basic mission. This is similar to the basic mission we had to accept previously, so let me just go back up, pick that mission, and we'll try that again. I see. There is a request here on the mission board from someone named Fog, who says, I could really use some help here. Maybe that's where the Affinity mission gets its name. Foggy? His name is Fog? I see. So now, if we pick up this mission, we can head to the residential district's water purification plant to accept the Affinity mission. Alright, let's try this again. Hello, Fog. I heard you need some help. Fog, don't want to startle you or anything. I'll just stand still and wait till you notice me, but hello? No? Still don't notice me? Hello? Fog. Over here.
Hello there.
Hi.
You must have seen that posting on Mission Control, right? My apologies. It's nice to meet you. I'm Fog Kristoff. I'm a little surprised, actually. I didn't think anyone would accept my request. This is the best thing that's happened to me all month.
Yeah, well, I'll let you sort out your thoughts, and when you're ready, maybe you could tell me what you need help with.
Okay. Thanks for letting me take this at my own pace. You're very patient. I've finally got my thoughts together. Let me explain the mission. Basically, some of the data probes installed by the Pathfinders have been acting up. Trouble is, they've got their hands full with installation. So now it falls to the prospectors. And me, specifically. We rely on data from those probes when gathering ore and other resources. And now, we're being asked to investigate the cause of the malfunction. Frankly, I think it's ridiculous that we should be given such a dangerous job. Besides, field investigation and combat aren't exactly my forte.
I mean, we could head out there together right now.
Already? Wow, that was fast. I wish I could be that decisive. But you're right, we should go have a look. Oh, I suppose I should mention the location, huh? Sorry. They're in Oblivia. We need to check out a few different probes, so might as well start with the closest one.
Compared to the two other guys that we've met today, Fog could not be more different. Quiet, thoughtful, takes his time to think about things, maybe, you know, is lacking a little bit of self-confidence. I gotta say, Fog feels like a breath of fresh air right now, which is ironic, I know. I really like this kid, and I'm happy to help him out. So, Foggy Dilemma. Some of the data probes in Oblivia seem to be malfunctioning. Let's go look into it with the prospector, Fog. And that completes the basic mission that we accepted, which actually gives us no experience or reward money and was just a prelude to entering the Affinity mission with him.
If we can resolve the issue, the prospectors can get back to work. Let's do it for New LA.
For New LA, and for you, Fog. You seem so sweet. I really like you. Alright, let's see. What sort of character is Fog? Fog is a winged viper. I gotta be honest, I don't even really know what a winged viper is, but let's add him to the party. Seeing as this mission is so low, I feel like we don't even need necessarily the ideal party setup of DPS, tank, and healer, so I'm fine with just taking out L and having Fog join us. So, looks like our objective is to investigate the data probe at Oblivia's Twin Arches. So, we can fast travel right to FN Site 302, and that'll take us right next to where we need to go. Alright, looks like I can see what the issue with the data probe is. It's been completely snapped.
Strange. This isn't what I expected to see. Data probes are normally buried underground. Why is this one sitting here? Well, that explains the problem, but not the cause. Let's try another site.
Okay, so looks like there's a couple of probes around here that have been malfunctioning, and I wonder if they've all been dug up just like that one. Luckily, it seems like all the probe sites we're investigating are probe sites we've actually already visited before, so we can fast travel to each one. But let's check out what the issue is over here. Oh yeah, it's another one, dug up and sort of cracked off.
This probe's been pulled out of the ground as well. It's like something is going around and intentionally digging them up, or something. Let's head for the next site. This one's pulled out of the ground just like the others.
I mean, something must be digging the data probes up, I guess.
Right? Wait. Haven't we been here already? Apologies, that's my mistake. My brother was always yelling at me to focus. He used to say the only mistakes I made were stupid ones. Guess I haven't made much progress on that front.
Aw, don't be so hard on yourself. No one is perfect. It's okay that we checked one spot twice. It's literally no big deal.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate your patience. I promise it won't happen again.
Fog?
Okay. Well, there's nothing else for us here. let's head to our actual destination.
Okay, this is our actual destination, and you can see there are some other people already here. I think we have our culprits on who's been digging up all of our probes.
That explains it. The ganglion have been digging them up. And here I thought a 100-meter worm was forcing them up as it burrowed. I'm almost disappointed. Right. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, right, the ganglion. So what should we do about them?
I mean, I think we're probably gonna have to take out the ganglion forces who are responsible for disturbing the data probes. From my experience with the ganglion, they are never open to any sort of negotiation, and we really need those data probes. We can't have them going around messing up all of our hard work.
I suppose there's no way around it. If we stop them, we stop the damage to our probes. I'm not a fan of combat, but I'll do my best.
Alright, epic music has kicked in. You know what that means, right? It's showtime. Alright, let's take out these ganglion. They're not actually that strong. Just a bunch of level 12s. We'll get to see Fog in action for the first time. He's much faster than you'd expect. He is zipping around the battlefield here. Alright. Foot soldiers are almost down. I wish I had my Skell to attack that other mech there. But it's fine. Even though he has the size advantage, we've got many other advantages. And I have a feeling we'll come out A-okay on the other side of this. There we go. Down goes the ganglion. They shouldn't disturb any more of our probes.
Are you hurt? I'm okay. Just tired, mostly. It's been ages since I fought like that. Still, I'm glad it's over. And you made it possible, so thanks. It was reassuring having you along, you know? Almost like being by my brother's side again. Maybe even better in a way. It's actually kind of odd to feel this comfortable with a stranger.
Fog, you showed great courage today. I was really proud to work by your side.
Oh, thank you. People don't usually praise me like that.
Poor kid.
I think the last time was when I scored the game-winning touchdown. I was 15. Yeah. So, would you maybe want to do this again? I mean, if you feel like it? I'm always on my own, so I can join you most any time. Until our next mission, then.
Affinity mission Foggy Dilemma complete. The data probes were dug up by the ganglion. After completing the task and earning his trust, Fog will now join you on future missions. Fog is quite shy and adheres to his own natural rhythm above all. Due to these unique qualities, he prefers to carry out assignments alone. His genius-like traits have, however, nurtured excellent skills in the field. I really like Fog. I'm so glad I took the time to do that affinity mission. He is such a sweet kid, and I'm very happy to have him as part of our team. And again, it's such a juxtaposition to some of the other guys we've met today that Fog feels like a breath of fresh air. I think that's going to be the running joke now about Fog and the air. So there you have it. That's 3 affinity missions down, and we unlocked 3 new characters, meaning that our squad grows ever bigger. Look at all these available party members that we have. There's still obviously some more for us to meet, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with our progress. I think we'll call it a day here, folks. On our next episode, we will progress the main story and head into Chapter 7. So hopefully I'll see you guys back here soon as we continue our playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.